Hello, this is Steve from Beaute's Leatherworks, and today's project is these cool looking Harris boots. Harris is, I'm not sure if they're still around. Used to make shoes for Barney's New York. Now these are navy blue, and the colors everywhere on the uppers. You've got greens, red, yellow, blues, all over the place. They're very cool. What we're going to do soles and heels obviously here. Now this is something fairly new, okay? When I went to JR Factory a couple years ago, I happened to see this pair. I said, "What's the issue with these?" He said that they've made some, but they're not making them now because there's not much of a demand. I'm not sure what the issue was. He says, "Well, I'd like to try them, you know. I think they're kind of cool looking. You're very limited to what shoe you can use it on because that pattern there, inside pattern here, it almost has to be similar to this size or else visually it's not going to look good." And this is a perfect candidate for it. So these are a bit on the expensive side to buy for us from JR. But they said they had no issues in remaking them if I get more orders in. So I figured, you know what, let me give it a try and see how well this works out. It's still a leather, JR sole, and then they make this rubber insert here to kind of set it in and make it a little bit non-slippery. I think this is for like ice surfaces. Vibram calls that multi-control tech. Okay. But I don't know what the name of the style of the sole is. I don't think JR knows, but I don't think they've named it yet. Okay. Anyway, so I think these will be kind of cool for this particular shoe. I mean, if you look here, you see all these little ovals? Those are threads. They're like heavy threads in there to give it some durability factor. It's kind of cool. I think it'll work out very well. So anyway, getting back to these, once we replace soles, I'm going to see if I can put blue thread on the welt here. I think that'll pop up real good and clean and condition them up. The uppers are in great shape. All they need is a bit of a touch up here and there, and really that's about it. So I think once these get done, these are going to look really cool. All right, so I'm going to try no more negativity, okay? Well, maybe a little bit. No. Last video was not the best video for positive, vibes. We're going to try to keep it positive as much as we can. All right, let's get started. Mr. Noah, say hello to everybody.
Hello.
All right, so these are Rapid Blake stitched shoes. These are not Goodyear welted, okay? Goodyear welted shoes, basically, you've got a piece of welt right here, and it's stitched the footbed, the uppers, and the welt together all the way around. This particular one, you've got a welt, a midsole that the welt is glued on, and then it's Blake stitched. The sole gets put on, outsole stitched. I'll show you guys as I'm going along to explain to you what the difference is. This is, I think it's a little lesser of a quality construction, but it's still not a bad design, Now on the heel block here, it's a little loose, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to remove one layer at a time, and we're going to glue that back together, make sure that the layers aren't loose. Now it's a solid leather block, so I'm not going to replace that. I want to keep it the same. All right, let's continue. Okay, so let me show you guys real quick. Now we have a midsole and a welt and the uppers. It's the same construction as this. You see how the uppers are just kind of glued down? Okay, this is called a glue-on construction basically. If I were to add a welt and a midsole to this, it would look like that. That's what you call a rapid Blake stitched. This is basically Blake stitched. Blake stitching is basically stitched from the inside of the shoe. You guys see those stitches right there? And then you put the sole on and you outsole stitch it. So that's the difference between rapid Blake, glued on, and Goodyear. I hope I made that clear. All right, let's continue.
Ay, ay, ay.
No, I'm recording. Stop singing. Noah likes to sing sometimes. Right, Noah? All right, so we got the stitches picked. Let me show you guys. This particular color is done on purpose like this. No, the customer didn't make a mistake. Hey man, customer couldn't figure out what color he wanted, so he just put some stuff on and make it look like that. No, no, no. It's patinaed for a reason. Now let me show you what it used to be. See that brown color? That's the original color of the boots, or original color of the leather. And then it gets patinaed to this. I mean, it's patinaed all the way towards, on top of the welt where the stitches even have blues and greens on there. So it was done on purpose like this. So we're going to put some cream on it, different shades of cream. We're not going to do much to the patina, just kind of enhance it a little bit because it's got a good base to it. So that's not going to go away. It's going to look real nice. All right, let's continue. Y'all know what time it is? Noah, what time is it?
Hammer time.
They can't see you, Noah.
Oh, sorry.
Hammer time.
Oh, Lord, that was funny. Thank you, Noah. We need a little bit of laugh in this messed up world. Right, Noah? All right.
Yes, sir.
Now, this is kind of, tricky because you want to center everything as best as you can. Let's continue. Something doesn't sound right. the thread was wrapped around the bobbin case, and it was just, you could hear that something was off. I think it turned pretty good. All right, let's continue. Now this right here is a sole trimmer, right? The edges of the soles get trimmed. They come in different sizes, different widths, different shapes. There are 16 blades here, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Yeah, 16 blades. Now, I like to trim my soles on the trimmer because it has a little pattern on the edge. I don't know if you can see it, a little bit of a dimple right there. So what that does is that leaves a little bead on the edge of the sole. Can't see it here, but I'll show you guys when it's done. You might be able to see it right on the edge there. Most guys, what they do is they'll put the sole on and they'll sand the edge and polish and buff it up. I like to leave that little bead in the corner, and that bead comes from the trimmer size. Okay. Now there are trimmers that don't have any shape to it. It's just a straight line that just cuts the edge of the sole, smooths it out. But I like my edges of the soles to have that little bead there, that little lip. And the burnishing wheel, later on I'll show you guys, has that same pattern. So when you burnish the edges with the hot wax, that bead will be more pronounced. It'll look a little bit of a, it'll add a little bit of nice touch to it. Now, is it necessary? No, it has nothing to do with structural issues at all. Noah, can you pull that, can you unplug that? Thanks, buddy. So it has nothing to do structurally, okay? It's just aesthetics, the way it looks. I just like the way that looks right there. All right, let's continue. This is just a little bit of water to soften up the fibers of the leather. And we'll take a little old sandpaper and give it some sanding. Now right at the bead, I lift my finger up a little bit so it doesn't get rid of that bead in the corner. It doesn't sand that. Just the welt area in the midsole and a little bit of the sole. The leather makes it, the water makes the leather soften up, and we call this wet sanding. Gives it a nice smooth finish. Let's continue. So this is a burnishing wheel. Very similar to the blade shape, but it doesn't have a blade, obviously. We put this here like this. We turn it on, and this right here pushes that leather against the wheel, and that friction heats it up. And then we'll come in, we'll add a little wax, and then burnish the edges. Let's continue. Okay, so now that the iron's hot, okay, we take a little bit of wax, we put it on there, and we'll burnish the edge. Basically, it's melting the hot wax onto the edge, sealing it, okay? Now let me show you. These are called edge irons. Basically, this gets heated up, okay, and rubbed on the edges just like that, just like what we're doing now. These are basically, this was my dad's. This is a new one. A shoemaker from Italy sent this to me as a gift. Really nice of him. Very similar. One's probably 50 years old, if not more, than this one. So they heat this up and they burnish the edges. Most bespoke shoemakers will use stuff like that and not this. This is for cobblers. Now, these edge irons, they come in different widths also. Some are small, some are wider, depending on what sole you're doing, which size trimmer you used, and it's going to correspond the same with the edge iron. Once you put the wax on it like that and you buff that, got a nice smooth edge. See that bead on the edge? I'll show it again on a better light, I guess, when I'm done. All right, let's continue. Okay, now. Now this isn't my favorite to use, okay? But I don't have the green shade in the Saphir, so I'm just gonna use that. Let's continue. All right, where were we? So basically what I'm doing is applying a couple of different colors. Being careful not to get on the white, or not should say white, off-white stitches. We've got a little bit of green, blue, red. Blend them together at spots to make it look purplish. Now you really can't go wrong on this, right? Because it's just try to follow the similar pattern as much as you can. I'll let this dry and come back and buff it, and then put neutral cream on the rest of it. Very cool, very cool. And on the blue suede, we're going to spray it with a leather conditioner. To just kind of rejuvenate the leather itself. Cool. All right. We're getting there. Let's continue. Oh, nice. Somebody jinxed me. It's not like I don't know how to put a nail on this shoe. All right, let's try that again. It's because I'm recording, that's why things like that happen. Cool. All right, let's continue. This is LM Professional. Unfortunately, this isn't available to the public, guys. This is just for us in the industry. This is a suede conditioner. Once it's wet, brush it up. Suede is very finicky. You can't really use products that are for smooth leather on suede. All right, I got a customer. All right, let's continue. All right, welcome back. The day's over. It's Saturday today, that's why I'm wearing a tie. Day's finished. I took my apron off and I'm done for the day. And we're done with this job. I think it turned out pretty good. Blue stitches on the welt. Very interesting colors on there. Thank you for joining me once again. I really appreciate it. Today is Saturday, the week before Christmas. I'm going to send these off today. So I'm going to wait till the customer does a box opening and resend the video back to me. And I'll include it with mine and I'll post it. But I don't think it's going to be, it might be Christmas Day. I'm not sure, but I'll do my best to do that for you guys. I wish you guys a Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays. This year has been kind of rough for a lot of people. And I hope it gets better. I think it will. It has to. But no matter what you're going through, just know the fact that there's always somebody worse off than you are. So appreciate what you have, even though you might not have a lot, but still appreciate it. And hopefully things will get a lot better in the coming year, and we'll be a little happier. All right, so share, comment. If you have any questions, email me. I promise I'm getting to the email slowly but surely. BEDOS@yahoo.com. Oh, almost forgot. I shared this on Instagram, on Facebook. The light went out. Cindy, you're the best. Look at this, guys. Isn't this awesome? This is just awesome as awesome can get. This is my early Christmas present. And the back, the saying in the back, I mean, that's phenomenal. I'm gonna put a picture of the story behind this and how long it took, where it came from, where it was, where it's been until I got it. It was a journey. Oh my God. This is December. This is almost like end of December. It started out in May, and then I just got it just the other day. So I wanted to share with you guys. Of course, my boy Zeus is in the front, you know. Bittersweet. I miss him so much. Anyway, all right. Well, thanks you again. Cindy, you're the best. Again, thank you so much. So share, comment, give me a thumbs up, subscribe, do all the good things, whatever you got to do. And appreciate it. And we'll see you guys on the next project. Take care.
Hey, what's up, everyone? So, Steve asked me to film an unboxing of my latest delivery. I met Steve, go figure, over the internet on YouTube. And the minute I saw his first videos, I was like, dude, Steve is cobbler extraordinaire. Never seen anything like it. So I sent him a bunch of shoes over the last couple of years. And what he sent me back today, actually just arrived, literally, is my favorite pair of boots. So I have no idea what's in here, other than obviously my boots. I don't know what he did with them. He said he did something really special. So I'm just really curious to see what he came up with. So let's unbox. And by the way, in case you're not following his channel yet, you really need to. He does stuff that is truly otherworldly. In fact, I created a hashtag for him Hashtag only Betos can. You should use it. All right, let's see. Here we go. What's all this? Nice. He really is an incredibly passionate cobbler. I mean, he really is incredibly passionate about what he does. It's testament to people who really love doing what they do and do a phenomenal job at it. All right, so here we go, here we go. Uh-oh. First boot, smell test. Oh, my goodness. All right. Let's see. Should I open my eyes, close my eyes? I don't know, doesn't matter. Wow. Wow. Holy moly. Wow. Steve, you've totally outdid yourself. Holy cow. Look at these. Oh my gosh. Wow. So these are Harris boots from Firenze, Italy. They've been making boots and shoes since 1913. And I'm just amazed at what Steve did here. Wow. Look at this sole. That's incredible. I guess he was telling me it's like a really special JR sole that they were playing around with, trying to create something new. And this is what they came up with, which is incredible. Wow. Oh, look at that. Even the stitching is nice and blue. My goodness. Holy cow. Let me get the other one. Steve, you completely outdid yourself, my friend. Work as always. I can't thank you enough. You're truly the best cobbler that I know of. Thank you so much. Have a Merry Christmas, and I'm sure we'll chat many more times in 2021.